And Tim Ostendorf back again for something completely different. Usually it's Joan Sutherland, sometimes it's Beverly Sills, sometimes it's mostly Joan Sutherland, sometimes Beverly Sills, sometimes Gruberova, sometimes some other sopranos, to show variations on how different sopranos sing different things. And today, I think this is the oldest recording I've ever played, and this is Frieda Hempel. So this is in line with the Adolphe Adam variations on the old French tune, Vous, dirai-je, maman. And I started out with the Didi Gruberova, and then I played Beverly Sills, and as far as I know, there is no recording of Joan Sutherland doing this, although it would be right up her alley. So if you know of it, anyone knows of a recording of that, let me know, and I will YouTubes it here on the interwebs. But this is Frieda Hempel, a recording from 1911, so much older than I've ever played before. And so this recording is 102 years old of her doing the Adam variations. Excuse the sound. But it's 1911, right? And she has one of my favorite voices of all those real old timies, like Amelita Galacurci and the real old timey recordings. And even for 1911, she has this wonderful, warm, rich sound to it. It may be hard to hear on my videos as is here, but I just absolutely love it. How crazy is that? Like, she doesn't do, like, she does the first Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Vous, dirai-je, maman, and then, like, she does, like, oh, a little slight variation, and then let's get crazy. No, she goes crazy-ass right from the beginning. And maybe because it was 1911 and the recordings had to be as short as they could be, so she's like, do everything I can as you know, as over the top, because I don't have time to do the medium version and late version, and well, no, she just go, wah! It's crazy. Love it. Oh, what's better than that? She did that high D. This is that long trail, right? totally different than any of the other versions, which I think is beyond cool, and the fact that it's 1911, which is super great. And so to end the night, because I've got to go to bed, folks, is my favorite cut on this wonderful old CD of CD of old recordings of Frieda Hempel, a song by Mangold, not very popular composer, and it's Zwei-Gesang, and I don't have the translation right here or anything, but just the sound of it. It's 1935, so go from 1911, when recording was very, in its infancy, and to go to 1935, when now Frieda Hempel was at the end of her career, but it gives you even more of a feeling of the quality of her voice, and I usually can't get through this particular song, just from the style of the song and the recording and her voice. I usually can't get through it without getting a little teary. But for those of you who have watched me, Timothy Ostendorf, before, you know how emotional I can get, just at the drop of a hat, for a wonderful turned phrase and wonderful note and voice. And sometimes it doesn't matter what the text is. Sometimes just the music itself can touch you. So, and you can argue about that amongst yourselves. That's a discussion for another time. So here's Frieda Hempel to say goodnight with Zwei-Gesang. Zwei-Gesang? Yeah, by Mangold. Here we go. Frieda Hempel, 1935, and she passed away in 1955. So not bad for only 20 years before she passed away. And that is such a wonderful example of the advances in technology from 1911 to 1935, and that wonderfully beautiful rich, luscious cream of a voice. That particular song, that little cut, that 2 minutes and 49 seconds, will be with me forever. So good night, and I will see you soon. Tim Ostendorf signing off.